Now, your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist John Mayer.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Well, we had some big-time changes out there today. Yesterday, we were looking at record highs. We saw some more of that extreme heat, but then we had that cold front swing through, and this is the result. We saw some big changes out there, and it starts with a little bit of cloud cover that we have, which, well, we certainly haven't seen much of that so far this week, but we did manage to pull in at least a few of those clouds. Even had a little bit of rainfall into the southeastern basin. It was pretty early on today, nothing that really caused too much trouble out there, but out around Big Lake, that's where we saw a little bit of that early morning rainfall. Of course, any chance to get some of that wet weather, always going to be good news in our forecast. Now, if only we could have gotten a little bit more for the rest of us, and, well, if we could have a chance to keep these temperatures on the cool side moving forward, then things would really be looking up for us, but, well, maybe not quite so much. We are going to start to heat back up into sort of the trend that we've been seeing recently, a bit closer to average, but as far as rain chances, cloud cover, any of that goes, moving forward, hour-by-hour forecast into tomorrow, keeping us clear and dry through lunchtime, afternoon, really all the way through this weekend. We're going to see a whole lot more sunshine in our forecast. We already had that front move through, so we have started to see the big changes out there, but then once we get that high pressure swinging in, it's going to be right back into really same old, more of those clear sunny skies and more of those rising temperatures, at least a little bit, getting back into the 80s as we move towards this weekend. But for now, let's just, well, enjoy what that cold front brought through in the form of some of those cooler fall-like temperatures that we're seeing out there all across West Texas. And of course, one of the biggest things that we were dealing with today were very, very strong winds, some serious gusts out there, and they're still sticking with us even at this hour. We've got 25-mile-per-hour winds there in the Guadalupe Pass, 10 to 15 here in the basin, but then check these out. I mean, these are some serious winds. We got up to 56-mile-per-hour gusts in Guadalupe Pass. If that wind was driving on I-20, at least some parts, it might get pulled over. That's how fast that was going. And even into the basin, we were looking at 20, 30, 40-mile-per-hour winds. That's all thanks to that front moving through, but everything starts to calm back down as we transition overnight tonight. You see those winds dropping down single digits into tomorrow morning, and really not seeing the same sort of effect that we had today. And of course, our temperatures, that was another big one out there. They dropped down into the 70s, highs actually right around average, which that's something we haven't seen in a good long while. But to see those numbers finally reaching what we would expect for this time of year, some actual fall-like temperatures out there, that's nothing but good news in this forecast. Now, if we could just keep it to sticking around a little bit longer, but that might be a bit tougher than you might think, because while we are down in the mid-70s right now, we get that chance to start to heat up as we move into tomorrow and especially towards this weekend. Overnight tonight, though, still staying plenty cool out there. Those lows dropping down into the 40s across the northern basin. Could even be talking some wind chills by tomorrow morning, but then you see back into the mid-70s again across the northern basin. I-20, more of the same there as well, about 75 Odessa, Midland, 74 in Monaghan, 75 in Barstow. Down to the south, it's really going to be same old all across the board. 40s, lower 50s tonight, getting into the 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Really, the big changes don't arrive for us until this weekend. That's when we start to warm back up just a little bit out there. Not really a huge change, but certainly a lot warmer than where we were today. Getting back into the 80s Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You see that cloud cover coming back our way. Could see a little bit of rainfall sometime next week, more like Tuesday into Wednesday. Looks like our best chance to see any showers out there. But for now, I think all we're going to be looking at is some clouds and those temperatures getting back into the low to mid 80s. Certainly something we can handle over the next 7 days.